Hi guys, so first off, as you can see today, I'm recording in a slightly different location than I usually do, because today I want to talk about my favorite TV shows of all time. Basically, the collection I have behind me is of PS4 games, PS1 games, DVDs, computer games, and at the bottom we also have books. So it's a big collection of stuff that me and my boyfriend have gotten over the past year and a half that I've been in the UK. We're both really passionate about some stuff. In my case, the things that are dearest to my heart in the collection are definitely the TV shows, movies, and books. Not that I don't love a lot of the games that we do have and play together all the time, so that's gonna be what this video is about. Basically, I really like watching old TV shows. I'm generally a very obsessive person, and I can watch the same thing like over and over and over and over again, and I just don't get sick of it. I don't. If there's something I like, I probably really like it, and if I really like it, I'm probably never gonna get sick of it. By the way, this list is definitely not going to be ordered by my most favorite to least favorite or the other way around. I just love all these shows pretty equally, I would say. Let's start off the list with something that a lot of people really love for obvious reasons: Friends. I love that show. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the chemistry between them. My favorite character, I would have to say, is Chandler. I love his sarcasm in every single episode. He drips sarcasm. He's just amazing to me. I love his sense of humor. And on that topic, with Friends, there was about, I think, a year, even though my family and my boyfriend seemed to think it was longer than a year, but I feel like it was just a year, I don't know, where I would basically watch Friends every single day, at least a good 10 episodes per day, and I needed to be listening to Friends to be able to fall asleep, otherwise I would just be like, I'm bored, what do I do? Can't go to sleep, it's too quiet. I can't fall asleep to just silence. And I am really lucky that my boyfriend's kind of okay with that. He is able to fall asleep, even though I always have like Friends playing in the background or some other TV show or something like that. Yeah. So that was, I would say, a good year of my life where I was just completely obsessed with Friends. I still really love it, but I've sort of moved on and expanded to being obsessed with different TV shows instead of just that one. It's one of those TV shows that I know I'm always gonna love because of the humor and because it is so relatable in a way. Like, it's something that could have happened this year. It feels fresh, you know. Regardless, moving on to the second TV show that I absolutely love, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. I found out about it actually after meeting my boyfriend because he was the one who introduced the TV show to me, and I quickly watched all 7 seasons online, and I really like it. Again, Salem is a really nice character for me because of the sarcasm, even though I do really like Sabrina herself, and the chemistry between the aunts is really good and funny, but I wouldn't say that I love either of the characters that much. Like, I like them both, but I don't love them. But Harvey is just the sweetest, nicest guy you could ever hope for. He's so damn cute. So if I had to pick my favorite character, I would say either Harvey or Salem. If you don't know what the TV show's about, it's literally about a teenage girl. She turns 16, I think, on the first episode, and she finds out she's a witch. Her mom's mortal, her dad's a witch, and she hasn't seen either of her parents in a really long time. And she lives with her 2 also witch aunts who literally try to teach her everything. They teach her life lessons, they teach her magic, the rules of it, and how to use it properly, and what you should and shouldn't do, things like that. She's a pretty relatable character because she's a teenager, she's generally nice, she generally likes school apart from the bullying and some people there, which is pretty normal. And of course she just wants to get a really, really nice, cute guy that she meets on the first day. That part is a little bit of a stretch, but you know, they really get along, they become best friends very quickly, and there are always feelings there. It's the story from when she turns 16 until she moves off to college and is there for like a year or two. I'm not too sure, I don't remember exactly. It's definitely a really good TV show if you want something girly and happy and teenagey sort of thing. It's really, really cute. Similar to that in terms of the target audience, another TV show that I really like that I know is too childish for me. And I can't even say that it's because there's a really cool, sarcastic character like Salem. There isn't. There's no such thing, but it's so cute. It's so precious to me. It's H2O, Just Add Water. It's literally a TV show about a group of 3 girls that they happen to meet and then end up all 3 somehow becoming mermaids. But not pure mermaids in the sense that they always have a tail and they never have legs. Basically, what happens is that whenever they touch water, tails literally show up within a couple of seconds. So they're always trying to avoid water when they're in public. The way for them to get the legs back is to just get completely dry. They can't have a drop of water touch like their face or their arm or their hands or anything like that, so it's definitely inconvenient, but it's really nice, it's really cute. You still have a bit of that school drama, you have a lot more drama outside of school with the relationship between the girls, the relationship between them and their love interests. It's just really cute. It's a really good show and I would recommend it again if you want something really sort of young and happy that will make you believe in magic again. On that note, the next TV show is Bewitched. It's a really old TV show and it's basically about a witch called Samantha that falls in love with a human. They meet, flirt, they go on dates, eventually they like each other so much that they get married, and it's on their wedding night that she comes out to him as a witch. Of course, at first he doesn't believe her, and she proves it to him by doing a lot of little magic tricks in front of him, and he's just very taken aback, very shocked, very disbelieving, but he does love her, so he decides to stay with her, despite the fact that she's a witch, but he's very insistent about the fact that she should do everything the normal mortal way without the help of magic, because to him that's like cheating, and you haven't really earned something if you get it through magic. Which doesn't go down too well with her mom, her whole family actually, but especially her mom. Her mom shows up all the time just to complain about him and to say that she should be free and do whatever she wants, but she wants to be a regular housewife. So there's like a lot of clashing moments, but you can really tell that the two of them care a lot about each other and that they don't want this or anything else to break them up. And so they stay married and they eventually have kids and everything, but it's just the whole story of him getting into trouble because of her, or her getting herself into trouble, or her family members somehow getting mixed up in everything. It's a real mess, but it's a fun mess. Another pretty similar, also really old TV show that I love is I Dream of Jeannie, which actually my boyfriend got for me at CEX a couple of months ago. He just happened to find it there, and I was like, I don't need this. I don't need this. I can watch it online. But, you know, he used the excuse of Christmas and just was like, oh, this is your Christmas gift. Just take it. So I have I Dream of Jeannie actually in the collection up there. After getting that, I watched the whole thing, and I will say it is very similar to Bewitched. It was made around the same time, also in the 1950s. Basically, the story is that you have this genie Her name is actually Jeannie, lying on a beach on a deserted island in a bottle. The main guy character is an astronaut. He ends up crashing into her deserted island, and he picks up the bottle, tries to clean it, and of course, she comes out. She says she is devoted to him now and she will follow him everywhere because she's now his genie, even though he didn't ask for a genie. But he tries to get rid of her a bunch of times and it doesn't really work out because she actually develops feelings for him really quickly. He slowly also develops feelings for her, but his feelings are very confusing to him because he doesn't believe that genies and normal people should be together because it's not fair, I guess, to have someone who can literally do anything and everything for you, and you don't even ever need to work or lift a finger to get anything. They basically end up living together really quickly because she literally won't leave him alone, but he is initially engaged to someone else, and it's a whole big mess again. It's just a big mess, and she's always getting him into trouble when she only means to help. The most disappointing thing to me about this TV show is the fact that at the end, you don't get any sort of conclusion. The last episode could have been in the first season. It is so similar to every other episode that they've done. It doesn't have a clear conclusion. It doesn't have a vague conclusion even, because they were planning on making at least one more season, but they ended up not doing it, so it does feel very cut short, unfortunately. If you don't really mind not having a conclusion, it's a really good TV show. Even though both of these TV shows, the last two that I talked about, I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched, they're both pretty old school, because they are really old. There is a very different, strange relationship between the man and the woman, where she's expected to just be a housewife, which, you know, in both cases, they both are happy and like being housewives, but there are a couple of lines, like, I consider myself a feminist, and there are a couple of lines throughout the whole thing that really make me cringe so hard. Like, a woman belongs in the kitchen and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't happen too often, which is why I still really like these TV shows, and I understand that they're very old, but there is a little bit of that in these two TV shows, unfortunately. Moving on. I know I said I don't have a favorite, but this actually might be my all-time favorite. The Addams Family. I absolutely love this show. Even though it's just as old, I think, as the previous two, you don't feel like Gomez thinks of himself as any better than Morticia. He thinks Morticia's amazing, she thinks he's amazing. It's just a perfect relationship in my eyes. They are amazing together, they are so cute, they are both quite romantic, even though they've been married for a really long time. Just in case you've been living under a rock your whole life and you don't know what the Addams Family is, it's basically about a couple, Morticia Addams and Gomez Addams. They've been married for 10 plus years, I'm sure. They have 2 kids, Pugsley and Wednesday. They have not quite a pet, not quite a servant, but they have Thing, which is a handy helper. I'll put it like that. They have an actual butler too, called Lurch, a bunch of weird, kooky family members like Cousin It that sometimes show up just to visit. Basically, the whole TV show is about the couple's relationship with each other and with their kids and with their family members. They really care about each other, they really try hard, they really help each other, they really listen and communicate so well. They're the cutest couple I've ever seen, honestly. They are definitely a different family. They have very weird tastes. They love black just as much as I do. I can't really say much else about it. They just have such a good relationship that I love the TV show because of their relationship. If you've never watched anything old, over I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched, I would recommend The Addams Family, even though it's in black and white, because it's so different from anything you see nowadays, and it's so adorable and so well made. I think I've rambled on enough about the TV shows that I absolutely love and am obsessed with all the time. I'm always watching and listening to any one of these at any point because I basically go through phases with each one where I'm just so obsessed with it and I will watch it again and again and again. I think that's about it, so let me know if you've watched any of these TV shows or knowing that I love these ones so much. If there are any that you would recommend to me that I maybe haven't watched yet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.